Jolly good day to you old chaps, my name is Xenowolf and welcome back to another episode of Copying Danny Gonzalez. So I've been gone for about 3 weeks and a lot of you are probably wondering where the hell I've been. I've totally not been doing exams and coursework and everything college related and all the boring stuff, no. Instead, I got lost in the jungle and I had to fight a bunch of lions and hyenas and I've been eating nothing but caterpillars. But alas, I'm back and ready to complain about more stuff that I found on the internet. So I'm sure some of you have seen the video I did a while ago about bad life hacks, and if you haven't seen it, then you definitely should. In that video I talked about a channel called 5 Minute Crafts, and from their very uncreative name, you can probably tell that their content is just filled with terrible DIYs and life hacks that nobody would ever use. I've also gotten requests to look at the channel Troom Troom, which essentially does the same stuff as 5 Minute Crafts, except they have a narrator in their videos.
Barbies are everywhere! Even on the teacher's head!
They have this narrator who just explains everything that's going on the screen and shows kids how to do their own DIYs and pranks and life hacks and whatnot.
Add different food colorings to white fondant. Make thin sticks and shape a sharpened tip. Recreate the shape of a crayon. Coat it with edible pearl powder. Put the crayons into a little printed box. These are sweet crayons for Ken.
Wow, they are so small!
But the channel that we're going to take a look at today is essentially a huge ripoff of Troom Troom because all of their videos copy everything that Troom Troom does. The channel that we're taking a look at today is called 123 Go, which is probably the most boring name I've ever heard for a YouTube channel ever. All of their videos are just exactly the same as Troom Troom. So they'll have a character doing something on the screen and then they'll have a narrator speaking over it. So remember like 4 seconds ago when I said that this channel was a ripoff of Troom Troom? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how. First, let's take a look at some thumbnails from both of these channels. They look incredibly similar. In fact, they look so similar that if I didn't see the channel names, I probably would have thought that both of these videos were from Troom Troom. But that's not the only thing that's very similar about this channel. In fact, this channel also has a narrator that sounds quite similar to Troom Troom's.
Cut a rainbow belt candy at an angle. Make a strip. Trim the ends. Scrape off the extra sugar.
Take a box cutter and carefully cut off the bottom of the can. While keeping the bottom closed, go ahead and stand the can back up to its original position.
But enough with the comparisons, let's actually jump into one of their videos. The video that we're going to take a look at today is called Brilliant Vacation and Traveling Hacks, Useful DIY Travel Hacks by 123 Go. So this video is for all of you who struggle to relax when you're on your holidays. So now picture this, you're lying on a sun lounger, laying in the sun, getting a tan. You have a nice cold drink next to you, when all of a sudden, you reach out to grab it and you accidentally knock it over and spill it, and now you have to go and get up and get another one. If that's the case, then this is the video for you. Now of course, the summer holidays are approaching, and this video is supposed to help all of you with those pesky summer troubles.
Listen up, gals on the go. We know getting from point A to point B can be, well, challenging.
We're not even 10 seconds into this video and we're already off to a fantastic start. Where the hell are you going if getting from one point to another is challenging? If getting from those 2 points would be challenging, then you'd have to be climbing like a fucking mountain or something. Personally for me, getting from point A to point B would be from me sitting here in my chair to going to KFC. And that's not challenging at all.
But don't stress. We've got some great travel hacks up our sleeve that will ease your anxiety and let you have a fabulous time wherever you end up.
Well this is very exciting. They're gonna tell me how to have fun and not stress while I'm traveling on my holidays. So let's see what they have to say.
Looking for something there, Helly? Okay, I officially have no idea where I am.
One thing that you notice about these videos is that the narrator for some reason decides to switch different persons. So for example, in this first clip she's speaking in third person by saying the character's name.
Looking for something there, Helly?
And then 2 seconds later she speaks from the perspective of the character and says I.
Okay, I officially have no idea where I am.
I don't really know why they would do this, because surely if you're the narrator, usually you'd speak in either one or the other, unless you're referring to somebody else who's in the same story as you.
The problem with reading directions while you steer. You don't have enough hands or eyes.
Just stop the bike.
Oh God, I'm going down, people. Oh, that definitely had to hurt.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack from that one scene. First of all, I don't think anybody would really be riding their bike at like 2 miles an hour whilst also looking at their phone. Second of all, like I just said, surely if you wanted to look at a map, you would stop the bike or just stop everything that you're doing and then look at the map to see where you need to go. You wouldn't carry on riding aimlessly. You would stop the bike and like put your leg on the ground and then look at the map and say, ah, That's where I need to go. Thirdly, the way she falls.
Oh god, I'm going down, people!
It's just super unrealistic. I get why you would fall over on a bike if you were like 4 years old, but like as an adult, surely if you're falling on a bike, you would put your leg out onto the ground to stop yourself from falling. Now I know that it might be a little nitpicky of me to pick out things that I find unrealistic about these videos, and that's perfectly fine. You can think that if you want. But this channel also does videos that are supposed to be relatable, like this video which is called Funny Situations That Everyone Can Relate To. So I'm assuming that videos that are supposed to be relatable have some form of realism in them. And like I just said, the way that she falls is completely unrealistic. This whole situation is completely unrealistic, actually.
Try thinking a little outside of the box. Now, what could hold the phone for you while you steer the bike? Oh, this elastic may be just the ticket. Take the elastic you have in your hair or around your wrist and secure your phone to your handlebars like this.
I'm assuming that this specific hack is for girls who have elastic on them. Like usually they have elastic in their hair or on their wrists, but I'm a guy and I wear almost no elastic when I go out. So what about me? What if I'm in this situation? I either look at the map or ask for directions.
Now you can touch and go without jeopardizing your safety.
How far is she going? Holy shit. You don't need a bicycle for this, you need a fucking train.
Oh, and Helly, you may want to wear a helmet next time. Just saying.
Oh yeah, she totally needs a helmet. I mean, look at her. She's moving at an incredibly fast pace of 4 miles an hour.
After a long week, there's nothing better than basking in the sun's rays and doing a whole lot of nothing. I could just fall asleep out here. But something tells me Vicky won't be relaxing for long.
Oh no, guys! She's got a hole in her lilo! What will she ever do?
That's the problem with rafts. Things can get rocky out of nowhere. Looks like Vicky is smack dab in the middle of the invisible pool monster's path. Ah!
What was that scream?
Ah!
Also, I just want to point out that this isn't like drowning or anything. She's having a fucking seizure in the middle of a pool.
Oh man, I think there's an air leak. Is this thing covered in Vaseline? What's the deal?
No, it's been covered in water because you're in a pool and you're having a fucking seizure on top of it while also being covered in water, making it even more wet.
Must find land. Tired of the can't get back on the raft dance when there's a hole in your raft?
Really? She could have stood up that entire time, and instead she chose to have a rave in the middle of the pool.
Check this out. You'll need some baking paper like this, a basic clothing iron, and, of course, the raft that needs mending. Put the baking paper over the hole in the raft pressed flat. Now put the iron on top of the paper and gently move it around.
You know there's going to be some kid who's going to try this. He's going to say, hey dad, you know how our pool toy has a hole in it? Well, I saw this video on YouTube which told me to put baking powder on the hole and then iron it. You just know that there's going to be somebody who's not going to do this properly, and instead of ironing with the tip of the iron like they're doing in this video, they're going to iron with the middle of it like you would with clothes, and essentially ruin the toy even more by melting the plastic.
Ow! Olivia, you totally broke my sandal.
Okay, that's a flip-flop, not a sandal. One thing you'll notice about this channel is that I think they're from a country like Russia or Ukraine or one of those like European countries. Because if you look at the baking paper that we had earlier, you'll see that underneath it says a bunch of stuff that I can't read because I don't speak European. Which doesn't match at all to what their channel's about section says, because the country that it's located in says United States. And I'm going to steal this point from Danny Gonzalez again. So what I think this channel does is they write the script for this whole video in their native language and then copy and paste it into Google Translate and send it to the narrator, who obviously speaks very good English. And because they use the word flip-flop, it's translated to sandal, and then the narrator just doesn't give enough of a shit to say, hey guys, that's a flip-flop. She doesn't give enough of a shit to care about the quality of the video, she just wants the money.
Totally ripped. This may sound weird, but I think I have an idea. Pop off the tab from your soda can and cut a chunk out like this. Stick the strap of the handle into the hole it ripped out of, push it through a bit more than it was before, flip the sandal over and put the soda tab around the base of the strap. See? That strap's not going anywhere.
Now this is kind of useful, but like, surely to cut a hole in the tab, you'd need some form of knife to cut it? Like, what? You're not just going to carry a knife with you wherever you go in public, that's gonna look really suspicious. Prepare to die, mister. Hey! What are you doing with that knife, sir? Oh, what? This? I was just using it to fix my flip-flops. Yes, there's a hole in my flip-flops, and I'm using this to cut a hole in a soda can's tab so that I can use it to fix my flip-flops. Oh, yeah, sure, that makes sense. See you later. No worries, have a good day.
Ah! Sometimes when you're out and about, you run into the unexpected. Ooh, who's the cute guy?
Ooh, who's the cute guy? Is that something that's really unexpected? I mean, you're going outside and seeing another human. Have these people never been outside before? It's just like every time they take a step outside, they're like, whoa, there's other people here? Huh, I did not know that the world was full of other people. I thought it was just me and my broken flip-flops.
Well, hello there.
Oh. Another thing I've noticed about this channel is that they add the weirdest sound effects for no reason whatsoever. Oh. I don't know if you noticed this, but in one of the earlier clips, the first one in fact, where the girl's riding on the bike, she was sighing, and they added a sound effect of somebody else sighing. And to be honest, I think it's kind of pointless, because we can tell that the girl is sighing just by looking at the video. You don't need to add a sound effect of somebody else sighing to tell us that she's sighing. Oh.
Wait, what's wrong? Oh no, my underwear! This is the worst thing ever. I want to curl into a ball and die.
So this girl has managed to leave her house with part of her top tucked into her underwear somehow. And the only way that I can imagine this happening is this girl putting on her underwear after she put on her top for some reason. Plus, how does she not feel her shirt having been tucked into her underwear? Like, surely if you're wearing a shirt or something and you have it tucked into your trousers, you'll be able to feel it. I have my shirt tucked into my underwear right now, and I can feel it perfectly.
To prevent embarrassing exposures like Vicky's, try this hack. You'll need two things: a coin and a hair tie. While standing up, meet your hands together from the outside of your dress between your legs. Wrap the hair tie around the outline of the coin.
Imagine seeing somebody do this in public. Imagine that you're walking down the street or in the park or something and you're enjoying the sun, and then you look over and you see a woman just messing around with her skirt or top pretty much around the vagina area. Wouldn't that look really suspicious and a bit suggestive? Maybe I'm just overthinking this.
Think of this as a pair of temporary shorts. No surprises here.
Oh, and look at that. You look so normal with a random lump in the middle of your dress.
What a beautiful day. What could possibly go wrong?
Ah, what a beautiful day. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Wait a minute. That sounds like something somebody would say before something goes wrong.
Okay, first on the to-do list, feed the cat. Check. Get a birthday gift for the bestie. Hey, come back here.
Oh no, her hat fell off, and now she has to put it back on. Oh no, what a tragedy.
Ooh, looks like money, honey. I call dibs. Oh, come on, again?
Oh, look at that, it fell off again. How tragic. God, I hope it doesn't fall off again.
I finally have some time to catch some sun. Just wish it wasn't so windy. My hat! Okay, that does it. I've got to figure out how to keep this thing on.
Oh no! The hat fell off again! Man, this woman's life is in serious jeopardy. How on earth is she ever gonna fix this problem?
Take a bobby pin and stick it through the straw hat, catching some of your hair on the other side. Now do the exact thing on the opposite side. Just make sure you're catching a good amount of hair on the inside of the hat. Now that hat's not going anywhere.
What? That's the whole thing? The whole hack is just, hey, put a pin into your hat and into your hair so that it doesn't fly away. Why not just buy one of those hats that has like the string on it so that you can adjust how tight it is so that it doesn't fall off? Or maybe just don't wear a hat.
Ooh, that sun is strong today. I'm really heating up. Hey, Vic, I'm gonna take a dip. Is that cool? I'm gonna leave my stuff for you to watch. Thanks, girl.
Aw, what a great friend. She's taking care of her friend's stuff while she takes a dip in the sea. The only problem is she left her friend's stuff on top of everything else in clear view. This can only mean one thing.
Quick, Vicky, wake up! Beach thief! Beach thief!
And just like that, the stuff is gone. Surely anybody's first instinct when hiding valuable items is to hide it underneath some stuff, like maybe a jacket or a hat or something. So that instead of valuable items being at the top, it's just a boring old hat or something.
Hey, can I have my stuff back now? Yep, I just stuck them in my bag. Where did it all go? Don't tell me you lost my phone and keys! To prevent theft, try sticking your stuff in unsuspecting items, like this wet wipe dispenser. Take the wet wipes out and stick your keys in there.
Now, despite me making fun of all the other life hacks they had in this video, this is probably one of the most useful life hacks I've ever seen, to be honest. For a little bit of extra security, I would suggest hiding the wet wipes packet underneath the clothes like I said earlier.
Looks like Emily is shopping this afternoon. Next stop, the taco shop around the corner. Whoa! You had one job, paper bag.
Ugh, tell me about it, fucking paper bags. Always ripping holes in themselves, dropping all my stuff onto the floor, just because I wasn't able to walk properly. Man, fuck paper bags. Let's use plastic ones instead.
Lay the shirt down and tie it closed using the hanging fringe. One strand at a time. If the shirt doesn't have fringe, you can cut some yourself and tie them closed.
Right, so if your paper bag has a hole in it and you don't have another one, then the best thing to do is to tie the bits of string on the end of your clothes together to make an extra bag. And if your top doesn't have bits of string on it, then cut it. Fucking ruin that perfectly good shirt by cutting it with scissors to make an extra bag, instead of buying another one for like 5p.
Think you'll use any of these on-the-go travel hacks?
Nope, definitely not. I'm never going to use any of these in my entire life, except for maybe the wet wipes one.
Before you give them a try, enjoy these hilarious bloopers. You're welcome.
Yeah guys, don't forget to check out these funny bloopers of this girl riding a bicycle. How is this in any way supposed to be a blooper? The whole thing is just a girl riding her bicycle while looking at her phone and kind of wobbling around all over the place. Whoa. 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 I'm sorry, I forgot my line. What was it? Oh, I didn't have a line? Oh, okay. Fucking hell.
Ah!
Okay, I don't know how in any way these clips are supposed to be bloopers because they look exactly the same as the ones that weren't bloopers. Like, the whole point of that segment earlier in the video was supposed to be her struggling to get back on her Lilo, and the way that you would do that is just you like flop around in the pool a little bit and maybe like mess with the Lilo a bit, and somehow she managed to mess that up. Like, somehow this girl managed to mess up splashing around in a pool so badly that they had to put it in the bloopers. I feel like these bloopers are only in this video just to make it somewhat entertaining to people. It's like they realized that the hacks in the video were completely useless and that nobody was ever going to use them. So it's like they put the bloopers at the end of this video to distract people from how bad the hacks were and instead make them focus on something else like, haha, that girl fell over. Alright, and that's the end of the video. Man, what a fun little video. Wasn't that so useful? I can just imagine myself using every single one of these hacks in my life. I think from now on, from this moment on, I'm going to live my life just by using life hacks. I'm not going to live a normal life anymore. Instead, my life will only be based on life hacks. So like I mentioned earlier, this video, or this entire channel I should say, is pretty much just a ripoff of Troom Troom. And to be honest, I don't know which channel is worse. I mean, all their videos are just exactly the same. They have a narrator voicing over something that's happening on the screen with a bunch of characters having problems that need solving, and then they'll show you a solution to that problem by crafting stuff out of stuff that you can find pretty much anywhere.
Well, I'll just eat my own homework then.
I don't really know what to think of this video because obviously I'm not their target demographic, but again, I just feel like that nobody's going to use these in their lives ever. So that's the end of this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. Usually I don't leave gaps this big between videos, and it's all because I've been at college. Not at college, I've been lost in the jungle, I promise you. But I finished college in about 2 weeks, so once the 2 weeks are over, then I'll be back to making videos as soon as I can. And also, if you haven't already, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, which is @_Xenowolf_. And of course, if you aren't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications for more videos like this. And that's this video all done and dusted. If you enjoyed this jolly good show, then please be sure to leave a like. Hit subscribe for more content like this from me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Cheerio!